What's going on, everybody? We're about to get started.
I never wanted to be the state's custodian.
Woo.
The laws are draconian. With those married to the life is holy matrimony.
Uh-huh.
Somehow we're outfox every box that try to throw me.
We're now live on YouTube. Let's go. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, Zoom? What up, 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 what up? We're back. Another episode of Coffee and Crypto. You guys know what time it is, man. Welcome to the #1 cryptocurrency morning show in the world where you get, listen, you won't get this much energy every single, I'm telling you, in the morning time, only here. Welcome to episode, all right, number, I don't even know what number, yo, we've been moving, man. Episode number 35. That's where we're at right now. Welcome to episode number 35 of Coffee and Crypto. I am your host, Vincent Owens, here with my co-host, Travis Pick, man. How you feeling? I'm about to bring Travis up right now. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling bullish, bro. I know we say this every time.
Can y'all hear Trav? Drop a 1 if y'all can hear Trav. I don't know if it's just me. Y'all can hear Trav? All right, give me 1 second. Might just be me. We're gonna get it together, y'all. Let me see why I can't hear. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, bro. Well,
We got to get the audio together. This is my first time using the mic on here. Let me see if it's just the mic. I'm gonna unplug the mic and just see real quick. Trav, say something for me.
Yo.
All right, so I can hear you. I can hear you out the mic plugged in. Y'all give me a second. I'm about to get this together. All right, this is what it's all about, innovation. All right, keep dropping where y'all calling in from. Listen, we got it. We're growing. You know what I'm saying? I thought you just plugged the mic in and be good to go. Shout out to my brother Chadwick on the call, man. Chadwick. All right, if you need a home in Atlanta, all right, plug in with Chadwick, man. If you need a home in Atlanta, plug in with Chadwick. But you guys give me 1 second, man. I know y'all don't mind me growing. I know y'all don't mind me getting to it. So give me 2 seconds. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to leave the mic unplugged and I'm going to just test it next time before. I probably should have did that anyway. So apologies. All right. Apologies. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my settings and let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get everything together, guys. But I'm grateful to have y'all here. Really, really grateful to have you guys here on our call. Let me see if I can get the sound together. Input. All right, Trav, can you say something for me?
Yo.
Are you talking, Trav? I can't even see you. You said something? All right, give me 1 second. Say something now.
Yo.
Keep talking.
Yo.
All right.
Coffee and Crypto. You're going.
It's all good. I'm gonna unplug the mic for today, and we're just gonna get into the call as we do in the regular time. All right. So welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Again, #1 cryptocurrency morning show in the world. I appreciate you guys' patience and diligence, but we're gonna do some testing on that mic. However, if you guys are plugged in and y'all ready for an amazing show, just light up the chat box with some coffee real quick, man. And if you really love the show, send the link out to a family or a friend, because we're literally getting to, like, it's getting to that time. Like it really, really, really is. I sat down with Chadwick yesterday and you know, I love when I run into other bullish people. Me and Chad had a meeting yesterday and you know, we were talking and he was like, dude, I love XRP. He was like, I love XRP. And I didn't know, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? As soon as he said that, I said, Chad is all right with me. All right, because anybody that loves XRP, I know that they're going somewhere, but you got to really understand the technology behind this. So my boy Christian said, I'm 50 toes down. Sheesh, not even 10. He's 50 toes down. He grew some extra toes for XRP. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. So,
yeah, alien. Yeah, XRP reptilian.
Hey, I'm a million toes in on XRP, Christian. Let's go. All right, but
extraterrestrial.
Man, extraterrestrial toes. But shout out to you. But Travis, how you feeling, man?
Man, I know I say this every time. But I'm feeling more bullish than I ever felt.
Okay.
Bullish.
Okay.
We bullish.
I'm feeling bullish too, man. Shout out to everybody that's on the call. We're a growing community. The only way to grow is can't do it alone, but we have to grow together, right? That's something that we have to do. We have to grow together. And one of those ways for us to grow together is for you taking the time to send this link out. Maybe you're new. This is your very first time on Coffee and Crypto. Go ahead and drop a number 1 in the chat box. And I just want to see if we got any new people. I know Chad might be his very first time as well. But, if you're brand new, drop a 1 in the chat box because I'm telling you, they counted us out. They counted us out. They didn't believe in us, but God did. Crypto did. And I'm telling you right now, Coffee and Crypto definitely did. And we believe in each and every single one of you all. See, the thing about this show that's different than any other show that you'll be on is we stick to the same narrative, right? On this show. Other shows that we'll have that'll be coming out on the Oh My Crypto Network. And that's why when people type in Coffee and Crypto, I don't know what you're going to get if you go watch another Coffee and Crypto show. I can't tell you. But what you'll get from this show is number 1, we started this show to teach you how to research, right? That was the whole purpose, because a lot of people are like, man, Vincent, how do you know all this stuff? How do you do the research like you do it? And to be honest with you, I tell people all the time, I'm blessed that I went and got a higher level degree, a higher level education. And I say that because it taught me something. And even though I'm not using my public health degree, the one thing it taught me was how to write a thesis, a dissertation. And in order to write a dissertation or a thesis, you got to dive into the rabbit hole on whatever topic. So I feel like we're really designing a thesis and a dissertation with every single episode. And like other people have said, you can literally go to each episode. You can literally go to each episode, start from episode 1 all the way to today to episode 35. Each one is on YouTube, and it's literally like a class. This stuff is literally like a class. So today, in today's class, I know me and Travis are going to talk about the FEDNOW initiative, man. I know we about to go bullish on that. So I'm excited, Trav. I know, like, this is the moment we've been waiting on. We talked about it. We called it. We talked about the FEDNOW probably in the teens, like episode 15, 16, 14, somewhere in the teens. So it's been a minute since we've covered FEDNOW, but we told you guys that the reason why we're staying consistent every Tuesday and Thursday is, number 1, not to just, because going every day on a call, sometimes it can just get repetitive. Sometimes you got to let the news build up. So that's why I wanted to do this call Tuesday, because we can do it every morning, right? If you would like to see Coffee and Crypto every morning, drop some coffees. I just want to see if some people would show up every morning for this call. I don't know, but if you would show up every morning for the call, drop some coffees, right? If you wouldn't, it's all good. I promise you. Because I don't want to get too over myself. All right. However, I do believe that there's value in these morning calls. And what we stick to on this call is ISO 222. We continue to focus on how this initiative is impacting the world, not just ISO 222, but all of the ISO, initiatives out there, protocols, ISO protocols out there. And so what I want to do really quick is I'm going to share my screen, and Travis, we kind of just going to bounce off each other today, bro. Let's just have some fun today, man. What I'm going to bring up is ISO.org real quick. And for the people that don't know, the people that may not have been, plugged in to this for a minute. Let me pull this up really fast. Here we go. ISO standards. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. And so there's a change. There's a switch about to happen in our global economy, not just financial system, but our global economy. All right. Yes, I am happy with the cookies. Okay, I love cookies. All right, let's get it.
Bro, I just had the best. I got the best cookies upstairs, bro. Reese cookies. Stop playing.
What are they?
Reese cookies, bro.
Reese ain't doing nothing.
What?
Reese ain't doing
I have
nothing.
to get a new podcast partner.
Man, Reese's ain't doing nothing, man.
Podcast partner.
Hey, if they ain't Oreos, man, I don't want them, man. If they ain't Pillsbury, if they ain't the Pillsbury dope.
Sharon's with me, bro. Sharon's with me.
Oh, Miss Sharon know about them?
She said she's with me, bro.
Hey, I got to try them. You got to ship me one overnight, Amazon. But ISO standards, look, ISO standards are
with me too, bro.
ISO standards are internationally agreed by experts. Let's start here, right? Think of them as a formula that describes the best way of doing something. Now, we talk about the World Economic Forum, and if you guys are not up on the World Economic Forum, go and look it up. But they have an agenda for 2030. It's to make the world a safer, more greener, less frictionless world, right? More interoperable, interoperability, all those crazy things, right? So I want to show you guys this. Now, ISO contributes to all of the sustainable development goals. So it's all about sustainability. There's 361 standards for no poverty. There's 560 ISO standards to end hunger. There's over 3,000 standards for good health and well-being, over 500 for quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth. And actually, the biggest one right now, there's over 13,000 different standards. And we only know ISO 222, but there's over 13,000 different standards right now in the industry of innovation, infrastructure, and industry. Also, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, which are smart cities, life below water, life on land, look, climate action, everything that you can think of. ISO is changing the game. And it's not if, it's when. It's not up to you and I, because we don't hold a chair at the World Economic Forum in Davos. We don't hold a chair. Soon we will. We definitely will. I believe that. Between me and Travis, we definitely will. However, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you all. This stuff seems crazy because when it comes to these new standards, they can either be used for good or bad. And that's the problem with where people who's sitting inside of our offices. And that's why we have to be quite careful on who we vote for. But to be honest with you, our vote don't even seem like it matters over the last years, right? It don't even really feel like it matters, because they change votes, they steal votes, they literally, these things happen. And so we should understand that it's going to happen no matter what we say. The only thing that we can do that will change, the world is not to necessarily vote, but to lobby. And in order for us to be able to be a lobbying party, in order for us to be a part of the crypto lobbying parties, we got to have cash flow. We got to have money. We got to have moolah. And that's why it's important for you to have multiple streams of income, being in real estate, being in investing, being in day trading, having a 9-to-5 on the side if you have to, having a business that runs itself, right? These are the things that you got to have, having a trucking business. I'm looking to get into anything that I can that makes sense for me right now, because I understand that it's either the middle class is being wiped out right now, family. There's not going to be a middle class. So it's either you're going to be on the left side or you're going to be on the right side. Wealthy people call it the left out side or the righteous side. So which side are you going to be on? Are you going to be on the left out side? Or are you going to join the righteous? Are you going to be on the righteous side? And I say the righteous side, not because I'm going to be rich. No. But money allows me to be able to help people. That's why I want to have money. Yeah, I'm going to buy stuff. I'm going to have Rolls Royce. I'm going to have all these things that I desire to have, the things that I truly want to have. But it's beyond that. You can't save people. You can't end world hunger without having money. You can't even have a finger in the pot without some money. So money is not the most important thing, but I do believe that it's up there with oxygen. Money is up there with oxygen. Okay. So continuing on, I want to show, before we get into the bullish content, I want to show you guys a couple of things, okay? Thank you all for being here, being present. Hopefully you stick around until the end. It's definitely going to be a show worth it. All right, now let's go to coin market cap and let's look at the current cryptocurrency market, the state of the market. Now, we know that right now the cryptocurrency market took a plunge, okay? Bitcoin dove, Ethereum dove, everything dove, right? XRP kind of stayed, I mean, it dropped last. And the thing is this, if you guys didn't notice, Bitcoin dropped, Ethereum dropped, everything dropped. But what did XRP do while everything was dropping, family? Drop it in the chat box for my traders, my people that understand technical analysis. What did XRP do while everything else was dropping over the last few days? Now, we did get a drop in XRP and we caught that bad. But XRP was consolidating. I literally went and looked at it. It alerted me and said, Bitcoin has dropped, Ethereum has dropped, but XRP continued to stay the same. That was a confirmation for me that XRP will not be connected with the movements of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the near future. So that also helps me stay bullish in holding my assets, because when you know what you hold, nobody can make you fold. When you know what you hold, nobody or nothing.
We got the hood Dr. Seuss back again.
I'm back. Dr. Seuss is back.
Striped shirt on and everything.
I got on my striped shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it in. I'm trying to get it in. Hey, Travis,
over there. Coffee in the chat for the hood Dr. Seuss.
Hey, wait. So if look, but the thing about it is, I got jokes too now. So don't worry about it now. Hey, I'm like Dr. Seuss mixed with Eddie Murphy. All right. I will. Look, this will turn to a comedy. This will be the kings of comedy. All right. This will be the kings of comedy.
We can do it. We can do it. You know I can, bro. You know I can.
Man, it's all love. But nah, man. So looking at the current market, XRP is down to 32 cents. Let me know if you guys bought some XRP. All right. What's the last price that you bought XRP? Drop it in the chat box. What's the last price? And again, let me put this out here. Coffee and Crypto show is not here to give you financial advice. We do not offer financial advice. This show is for entertainment purposes only. So we want to warn you that before you invest into any and everything, all right, make sure that you DYOR, do your own research. All right, do your own research. Get with a cryptocurrency advisor. If you need an advisor, all right, I'm going to be dropping a link. Travis, if you can drop the link, that way they can, right now I don't have it. I know you have it probably on hand. If you could drop the link for me, bro, that way they can set an appointment. If you are looking for someone to help you create a dollar cost averaging strategy, because I'm looking at where a lot of you all bought XRP. D. Kennedy said 60 cents. All right, that was a minute ago, D. Kennedy. So, I would recommend that you get on a dollar cost averaging strategy, right? I would recommend that you get with an advisor, because 60 cents should not be the last place that anybody have bought XRP, right? We got to average down. Exactly. We got to average down. And I'm not just picking on D. Kennedy. You just put it out there. All right. So I just wanted to, share some wealth, share some information with you. Somebody said they bought at 33 cents. You got a dollar cost average down, right? You have to, because that is the only way that us as people who are not extremely rich, right? People who are trying to make it in this space, you have to be dollar cost averaging down in this market. It's one of the best ways for you to be able to, I would say, be able to get multiple different entry points on this target, all right, on this target technology. Now, I want to pass it over to my brother Travis, all right, because I want you to pop it off today, Travis. And I'm gonna piggyback off of you, bro. So go ahead and go bullish, man. Give the people what they came here for, what they've been waiting for. If y'all are ready for Travis to take it bullish, if y'all are loving everything about coffee and crypto, drop some coffee in the chat box for my brother Travis. Let's go.
Love leading off, bro. Love leading off.
Sirski.
Yes, Sirski. Is Matt on the call? Is Matt on the call? Oh, you forgot about that.
Forgot about that one, bro. That one killed me.
Sirski. Yeah, Sirski. All right, so check it out, y'all. So like Vince said, we're probably both going to be talking about the same thing today. So I like to always look at the Wall Street Journal, because the Wall Street Journal is they put a lot of information, and they're talking to a specific audience. They're talking to Wall Street, and these people on Wall Street are able to discern what they're saying to them and how they're saying it, because they put a lot of fear in these articles. But I ran out of my free articles on the Wall Street Journal. You see it's telling me to subscribe. A little trick that I have for you guys is, if you see an article on the Wall Street Journal, 9 times out of 10, if you type in that same headline on Google, you'll be able to find the exact same article word for word. That's a gem. You don't have
Drop some coffee in the chat box.
You don't have to pay for Wall Street Journal. You don't have to pay for the New York Times. You don't have to pay for any of these publications. You don't have to pay for Forbes. If you find an article, you can type it in on Google and find the exact same thing word for word. So the Fed plans 2023 launch of long anticipated faster payment system. So what does that mean for the average consumer, for the average retail investor, for the average American? So it says the Federal Reserve is set to launch a long-awaited payment system next year, a step that officials will modernize, a step that officials say will modernize an outmoded infrastructure and ensure that near instant payments become widely available. The system will allow bill payments, paychecks, and other common consumer or business transfers to be available quickly and round the clock, a change from an existing system that is closed on weekends and can at times take several days before funds come available. Last year, these older rails, notice how they say older, they're making a point right here. The article, the beginning of the title is newer payment system. They're programming you with these subtle words. They say last year, those older rails handled more than 29 billion payments valued at close to $73 trillion. So the Fed system would also compete with another real-time network built and launched by banks in 2017, which processes a much smaller volume of payments. So the key here that I want you guys to take away right here is the Fed has said that its system, to be called FEDNOW, would be providing a second option in the market that would lower costs, improve efficiency, and reduce vulnerability of the financial system. These are the keys right here that I want you guys to take away: the lower costs and improved efficiency. That could be attractive to some smaller lenders that have been reluctant to use the big bank system. Interoperability will grow because of this. As with that other system, the Fed would only charge enough to recoup its costs. So I was looking through Twitter like I do, finding different things, and just looking into this topic. And so I found this thread, and this guy, he posts the same Wall Street Journal article, and he says, he reads the title, "The Federal Reserve is set to launch a long-awaited faster payment system next year." And then he adds his little spin: a step that officials say will modernize an outmoded infrastructure and ensure that near instant payments become widely available. So he put this line in from that article. But what I want to show you guys is this. It is a thread that I found within the comments that was covering literally everything that I was going to cover today. And it's going to help us understand exactly what's going on with this. So this says, we know Ripple's our favorite investment, me and Vince, not financial advice. Do your own research, obviously. But it says how Ripple is becoming a huge part of payment systems in the UK, Europe, and USA, and soon the rest of the world, which is actually a little bit short-sighted, because it's actually a huge part of Asia, as well as South America as well. So pretty much the rest of the world. So he says, I'll start with faster payments. Faster payments is the new payment system we use in our mobile banking apps when sending money in the UK. So this is a standard in the UK, faster payments. Anyone that sends money from one bank to another goes through the faster payment system, FPS. So what is the faster payment system? Is the new kid on the block celebrating its 10th birthday in 2018. The first new payment system to launch in more than 20 years. Faster payments was introduced to enable the instant transfer of funds made in sterling between UK financial institutions participating in the scheme. The scheme provides a way of sending and receiving low value real-time payments with no fees. So low value real-time payments, low value being retail, consumers, peer-to-peer, people, regular people, that's low value, not the banks. Real-time payments with no fees, that's very important. Can be completed online via banking apps, in branch and by phone. Faster payments are usually free. And as the system is capable of processing a high volume of transactions, it can be utilized not only for instant transfers, but also standing orders, bill payments, and forward payments. Online and mobile banking benefited hugely from the introduction of faster payments, with customers able to send funds in real time with the click of a button. Very, very convenient. So he stumbled across faster payments a while ago when I sent a friend money from my Halifax app, shown it said faster payments ongoing right here. So that's when he started to dig. And he stumbled across Modular Financial, which, if you guys have been on the call for a while, we've went over Modular when they were announced that they are a Ripple partner. So Modular became a direct participant in the faster payment service in 2019. So we use Modular Finance for faster payments when using our mobile banking apps without even knowing it. So he goes on to say, February 2022, Ripple and Modular Finance announced partnership to enable seamless payments in the UK and Europe. Modular have access to all critical payments infrastructure in the UK, in SEPA, in Europe, including faster payments, CHAPS, SWIFT, and SEPA in Europe. So I found this document, not this one, this one. It says frictionless cross-border payments, alternatives to correspondent banking. This is prepared for Volante. So I'm going to do Control F. We're going to type in Ripple. I already typed it in, but this comes up on the 11th page. You can see that it says right here, cross-border networks. The global cross-border payments industry consists of several layers. At the top are established corresponding banking-based networks, followed by domestic real-time payments infrastructures that are expanding to become regional players. Below those are the existing card schemes. That would be Visa and MasterCard. There are global networks. And further down the layers are the alternative payment mechanisms, such as the money transfer industry. So we have the correspondent banking system, which is the existing infrastructure. That would be the older systems that Wall Street Journal referred to in their article, with SWIFT and SWIFT GPI. So the reason why I pulled up this document is because you can see right here, it has the SEPA instant, like he mentioned. If you guys aren't sure what SEPA is, I would look into that. They're a huge network of payment processing. But he says SEPA in Europe and SEPA in Europe right here. But I wanted to show you guys this document with Ripple right in the Volante-based document. So it says, blockchain provides transparency, security, and speed that the traditional correspondent banking model cannot provide. So this is the traditional correspondent banking model, SWIFT. So we go further into it, and right here on Ripple's website, you can see the announcement of the partnership between Modular and Ripple. And we'll go a little bit further. They're planning to they're giving access. It says, since its inception, Modular has focused on building a seamless payments as a service solution into the European and UK payment rails. So they're directly connected to the Bank of England. But they don't plan to stop there. Ripple and Modular Finance want to deliver real-time payments all over the world. At Modular, we're looking forward to working with Ripple on delivering real-time, price competitive, and reliable payments into the UK, Europe, and then globally in the coming months.
Hey, Trav.
Yeah.
Before you and keep going, but before you jump to another topic, before we get off of LIBOR and SOFR and stuff, I had something I wanted to add in because I don't want to have to go back and do it. So
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. Just finish up your thread and then I'll pop in. Yeah. Finish up your thread. Yeah.
Okay. So one other partnership that they have is they've announced the partnership in February 2020. You see, Trust Payments are the first to benefit from this by using RippleNet's distributed ledger technology. They have 20,000 customers globally within the banking industry. So that's just one partnership that Ripple carries that has 20,000 banking customers. That was very interesting to me because we know that Ripple has over 400 institutional banking partnerships. So the key thing that I want you guys to see right here is they're using RippleNet. They're using RippleNet right here. So you can't use RippleNet without XRP, which is what we, myself and Vince, are heavily invested into. You should be able to see that by now Ripple and Modular Finance are taking over the world with real-time payments. And now we move on to the USA and Volante. So that's where we're going to get into the Federal Reserve launching the new FEDNOW faster payment system. Here's how Ripple and Volante are taking over US faster payments behind closed doors while everyone's focused on the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So the Federal Reserve faster payment system is called FEDNOW, and Volante joined the program to create the instant payment service for the United States ran by the Federal Reserve to go live in 2023. And you can see right here, they're planning to launch it in 2023, but you can see right here that Volante is proud to be leading the way in implementing the Federal Reserve upcoming instant payment offering FedNow service as a pilot participant. So FedNow is running on Volante VolPay is what it's called. So here's some info on Volante to give you guys a background of how big they actually are. And I'm just going to skip right to the bottom where they get into the numbers. And they say we serve as a trusted partner to over 125 banks, financial institutions, market infrastructures, clearinghouses, and corporate treasuries in 35 different countries. Our solutions and services process millions of transactions and trillions in value every day, powering 4 of the top 5 corporate banks, 40% of all US commercial bank deposits, and 70% of worldwide card traffic. Those are some heavy numbers.
Wow.
Those are some heavy numbers. But what does this have to do with Ripple? Ripple are partnered with Volante Tech, and in 2016, they built a plug and play as part of its VolPay payment platform. This allows banks to plug in and use Ripple's DLT technology for a faster and cheaper way to make payments. You can see right here, this is an article from FinExtra. It says Volante accelerates integration with Ripple. And they go on to say, Volante Technologies, Inc., a global leader in the provision of software for the integration, processing, and orchestration of financial messages and payments, working in collaboration with Ripple, today announced it has created a solution specifically designed to accelerate the process of integrating with Ripple, the global provider of distributed financial technology services, solutions offering real-time settlement of cross-border payments. So we know that Volante uses Ripple's DLT for faster and cheaper payments. And we know Volante created the Federal Reserve payment system, FEDNOW. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what's going on. The Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They want you out, which is, I feel the exact same way. There was a lot of things that I wanted to cover that I could have went over, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass this thing over to Vince and let him
just real quick. Yeah, just real quick. And so I appreciate it, bro, because this led directly into the documents. And drop some coffee for Travis. You did an amazing job with bringing it together, because again, bro, we can be on here for 3-4 hours talking about this stuff. Like, it's a lot of information. So again, this is to get you guys started, and for you all that are interested, to show you how to keep going so that you can continue to go down that rabbit hole for yourself. Now, if you decide to stop here, no problem. All right, at least this will inspire you to go and get you some XRP. Again, this is not financial advice. All right, however, it's something that we're doing. If you, hey, listen, I can hear now. If y'all can hear me, I'm clear. Just go ahead and light up the chat box with some coffee, because the mic is now connected. All right, it is lit. I'm excited. All right, so check this out. Boom. All right, this is documenting Ripple Archive. They said, boom, is the Federal Reserve already using XRP? Well, they've been using XRP. However, check this out. This is on the frbservices.org, which is the Federal Reserve's services.org, directly on their website. All right. Use of the widely accepted ISO 2022 standard and other industry best practices to support interoperability. Now we can continue to read. However, I want to read the highlighted things. It says a liquidity management tool. Listen to the lingo. They're not going to say Ripple. A liquidity management tool that will allow participants, banks, all right, hedge funds and corporations, and others to transfer funds to each other to support the liquidity needs of instant payments. This is big, family. Now, let's continue to push forward. I found this document right here on digital perspectives. All right, shout out to Dig Perspectives. But he said, flip of the switch, LIBOR rate coming to an end. Fun fact, one of the main architects for SOFR rate that will replace it, Sandy O'Connor, all right? And yes, she sits on the board of Ripple. I'm sure it's nothing, though. I'm sure it's nothing. All right, now, I wanted to go and pull this up. I wanted to go and pull this up for you guys.
Sure, it's nothing.
This is from January 15th, 2019. This is on JP Morgan's website. It says that LIBOR primer setting the stage for SOFR. JP Morgan speaks with experts from its regulatory affairs, sales and trading, and research departments across the globe to unpack benchmark reform and its far-reaching implications. Now, check this out. Listen to the language, family. A new benchmark rate, a new benchmark reference rate, the secured overnight financing rate, SOFR, is positioned to transform the US-based financial markets, heralding a transition from the London interbank offered rate, aka LIBOR. We just talked about that with Travis. Now, the size, scale, and scope of LIBOR usage makes this shift arguably the biggest challenge facing the financial industry today, embedded in the plumbing of markets over more than 3 decades. So we're talking about 30 plus years of plumbing into our financial markets. This will not happen overnight. The reference rate evolved into an international standard rooted in everything from consumer contracts such as auto loans to 190 trillion of interest rate derivatives. We got to understand that there is a shift, there is a switch that is happening, and it's on JP Morgan Chase's website. This is not a game. This has been going on since 1970. This has been going on since 1970. Everything dealing with our banks and the way they communicate has been on an old standard, and now we're just now getting and able to make the switch. I just flipped the switch. I don't know. Nobody else is doing this. Body start to drop. Now they want to know how we hit top. This a rolling, not a drop. Stop. It don't never stop.
Don't quit your day job.
That's what he said. All right. Check this out. This is from Capital One, 2022. Capital One document. All right. Listen to this. These are revised terms as of October 25th of 2022. So listen, we're reading something that ain't even happened yet. We're reading the future. Drop some coffee for the future. Listen up. We're writing to inform you. This is a letter that they sent out to Capital One. We're writing to inform you about some upcoming changes to your Cabela's Club account that we are required to make because the LIBOR index we're currently used to calculate your annual percentage rate, APR, is being discontinued and will no longer be available. Please take the time to carefully review the revised terms below so you understand the impact of these changes. And I read, it says important changes to your account terms. This notice provides a summary of changes that are being made to your account terms. These changes will take effect on October 25th, 2022. Can we flip the switch, somebody? Can somebody flip the switch real quick? Because and it will apply to both new transactions and any existing balances on your account that are currently subject to an APR based on the LIBOR index. Can we chuck the deuces real quick to LIBOR? Because listen, this is happening. Now, let's continue to push forward. Let's continue to push forward. All right. Now, it says that why are you changing the way my variable APRs are calculated? The index to which your account's variable interest rates is currently tied is the London Interbank Offered Rate, LIBOR, which has been a commonly used index for many years. However, LIBOR is expected to be discontinued by June 2023. So government regulators have asked that lenders stop using it as soon as possible. As soon as possible. So it's going to begin. It's something called the prime rate. The prime rate is going to begin. All right, we're going from a variable APR to a prime rate. This prime rate, it says the simplest way to sum up the change is the current way of calculating APRs on your account is based on the LIBOR index. The new way of calculating APRs on your account will be based on the prime rate index. And the person who is a part of this change is Sandy O'Connor, a Ripple board member. Listen, they will not say Ripple until it's too late. All right. Now I want you to listen to this because I told you guys that it takes patience. Somebody drop patience in the chat box and make sure you spell it right. All right. P-A-Y-shence. Patience. It pays. It pays to be patient. It pays to be patient. P-A-Y, shents. It pays to be patient. Listen up, family. Hold up. Maybe it's not. Maybe. Can y'all hear that on y'all end? No? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. I said, watch this. It didn't work. Hey, watch this right here. Watch this. All right. I honestly don't think it's that. I honestly think it's just me needing to maybe click it and restart it. Let me see. Y'all got to hear this. Hold on.
One thing I'm conscious of, though, is that the internet was started in 1967. The world's first deployment of distributed ledger technology was in 1994. It takes a long time for new stuff to really pay off. Time for new stuff to really pay off.
Listen.
In 94. It takes a long time for new stuff to really pay off.
Music to my ears.
And I think we should be fairly conscious of that in the ISO 20002 context as well. There's a certain amount of latency involved in deploying a new technology or a new capability and actually extracting the best of its benefits. I'm not completely sure we're comfortable as an industry with an extended time to actually getting investments to pay off to that degree.
Wow.
One thing
shout out to my brother Cryptotainment. Shout out to Tyler from Cryptotainment. That's my guy. Shout out to TZ. You know what I mean? Because listen, I love following bro. I love following him. I mean, he literally gives so many gems, so much value. Am I lying, Trav?
Oh, I have his stories highlighted. I have his notifications on. Yeah, I told you about him when he had like 1,000 followers.
Exactly. So let's keep pushing forward now. Now what we're going to do, okay, because here's the thing, right? A lot of people need to hear it in like a classroom type thing, right? So let me unplug this. A lot of people need to hear it in kind of like a classroom format, like, you know, cartoons, you know, that's kind of exciting for a lot of people. So I want to play this quick 2-minute cartoon for you all because Travis did an amazing job with explaining FEDNOW, but let's hear from the people who created this video right here, how the FEDNOW service works, because we are moving to distributed ledger technology and it's been out since 1994. Let's go.
Today's fast-paced world, time is money. More people, businesses, and organizations are demanding instant payments. That's why the Federal Reserve is developing the FEDNOW service, a safe and efficient instant payments infrastructure that will modernize the U.S. payment system. The FEDNOW service will give financial institutions the opportunity to innovate, enabling their customers to send and receive money in seconds, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Funds will settle between financial institutions in real time, which means there's no buildup of interbank obligations, and end users will have access to the funds in seconds. How will the FEDNOW service work? Imagine the owner of a coffee shop is running low on coffee beans and needs to schedule a quick delivery. She places an order and the coffee bean company sends her a request for payment. She responds to the request for payment and pays for the coffee beans right then and there through an app from her credit union, which uses the FEDNOW service. Once she initiates the payment, her credit union screens the payment and sends an ISO 20022 compliant payment message, either directly or through a service provider to the FEDNOW service over the Federal Reserve's FedLine network. The FEDNOW service instantly validates the payment message and passes it along to the coffee bean supplier's bank. In real time, the supplier's bank confirms to the FEDNOW service that it intends to accept the payment, and the FEDNOW service debits and credits the master accounts of both the shop owners and the coffee bean supplier's financial institutions or the master accounts of their correspondents. The FEDNOW service also immediately sends a payment message with an advice of credit to the supplier's bank and notifies the shop owner's credit union that settlement is complete. Finally, the supplier's bank credits the supplier's account in near real time, making the funds available. The supplier's bank will have the option of sending a confirmation to the shop owner's credit union that the payment has been posted to the supplier's account, providing the coffee shop owner with certainty that the payment was received. The FEDNOW service will be designed to be flexible and support a broad range of potential use cases. Banks, credit unions, and other industry providers can use it as a springboard for innovation to support a range of applications such as account-to-account transfers and bill pay. For example, now imagine.
Hold on. Do you all know what you are invested in? Someone let me like for real. Like and be real now. Do you know what you hold? That's my question. Do you understand what you hold? do you really? Because I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand it until I really went bullish. You can say, yeah, I got some XRP, but do you really know what you hold? Right? For real. And so let's keep digging. Now, again, we stay on utility coins here. I'm gonna jump off of FEDNOW. Okay, I'm gonna jump off. All right, you guys can find all of the stuff you need here on the Federal Reserve's website. That's the last thing I wanted to show you with FEDNOW. All right, you can go directly to their website, Federal Reserve, and y'all can read this here. Okay, this is it. It says the target release date for the service is 2023. Y'all better get y'all junk together. That's all I gotta say. Like, because if you get off this call, if you listen to this recording, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to me on Amazon podcast, if you're listening to this right now on Google Podcast, if you're listening to it on iHeartRadio and all other streaming platforms that we are live on with Coffee and Crypto, and you do not take this opportunity to change your life, I promise you, you will not have the opportunity in the future, because these coins are going to go to the moon. All right, and you need to have your bags packed. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So the last thing that I got to show you guys is this right here. Justin dropped some coffee in the chat box. VeChain and TrueTrace have partnered to integrate complementary technologies to boost blockchain adoption. I hope if you ain't got no VeChain, this is not financial advice, but I hope if you don't got no VeChain, or if your family doesn't have any VeChain, this is directly on their website right here. TrueTrace Technologies and VeChain enter into a strategic integration partnership. Will collectively advocate for the use of blockchain within product provenance and traceability. This is hot out of the coffee maker. Some of y'all ain't even heard about this yet. All right. TrueTrace is the company that many legal cannabis companies around the world, and this is why it's near and dear. This is the company that allows for cannabis companies to track seed to sale. They work with other companies too, but their main company target is cannabis companies, a highly regulated industry. You got to understand that crypto is a highly regulated industry. That's why I said, you know what? I can go from cannabis to crypto, because it reminds me of the same thing. It's easy for me to also go to real estate now, because I respect highly regulated things, because you can win in any industry. Any industry that's highly regulated, off the rip, is going to be $1 trillion industry. Any industry that is highly regulated, off the rip, will be a $1 trillion behemoth. Toronto, August 29th, 2022, hot off the press. TrueTrace Technologies, developer of a fully integrated blockchain platform for the legal cannabis, food, apparel, and pharmaceutical industries, and VeChain, the world's most widely known enterprise blockchain provider, are proud to announce the integration of their complementary technologies, an initiative aimed at increasing the adoption of blockchain to ensure product provenance and authenticity. Wow. Wow. This is happening, guys. This is happening. So then I went to their website. I went to TrueTrace website. All right. And it says TrueTrace is the new standard in product verification. So remember now, what is VeChain's main role? Why was VeChain created by Sunny Lu? That's the CEO. Why? Sunny Lu was the old chief. He was like a, what is it? CIO or something. He was COO, right? So he was the COO, or he was a chief. I'm gonna just say the chief. He was one of the chiefs of Louis Vuitton China. What VeChain does is they focus on what, family? They focus on supply chain management. TrueTrace is a true supply chain management company, and their goal is to connect all of these industries that they're already diamond in: food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and cannabis, to the blockchain. Look at this right here, family. Right here, latest news and updates, January 13th of 2022. Secure your intellectual property on the blockchain with Strain Secure. With Strain Secure. Look at this right here. True Trace Technologies is a developer of Strain Secure, a fully integrated software platform secured on a blockchain infrastructure that gives clients in the cannabis supply chain the ability to store, manage, share, and access quality assurance and testing results. Wow. Real world use cases. This is what we look for. Look at this right here. Anointed Global been talking about this, man. Look at this right here. We've been talking about it, but a lot of people wasn't on those calls. So you got to understand, look at this. They now are partnered. They did a strategic partnership last year with Australian technology company Lava to collaborate, drive product provenance and traceability. What is Lava, right? Well, Lava, okay, Lava, they have a thing called the Lava Smart Fingerprint, the global mark of trust, and since 2019 has deployed more than 5 million of these smart fingerprints around the world on products ranging from cherries to wine, PPE documents, and NFTs. Wow. Whoa. 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 So NFTs ain't got nothing to do with a little monkey on a JPEG, but it has everything to do with what, family? Intellectual property, securing your intellectual property. Can y'all hear me right now? Do y'all hear the word? Do y'all hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like straight up. Straight up. Like,
that's like one of my favorite movies.
That's one of my favorite movies too, bro. You hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Man, can't nobody understand you.
So family, you got to understand that we are moving into a world where it don't matter about a Shiba Inu no more. Dogecoin doesn't matter. Let's get some utility, invest into not just these coins, but how can you tokenize the business that you already have? If you're in real estate, how can you tokenize your real estate through the use of NFTs, right? Again, Travis don't even give them the key to it. They should let them go back. Let them go back and watch the video.
You got to go back, watch all the episodes to find out.
A couple episodes ago, we talked about it. How do you tokenize life? If you figure this out, family, I promise you, your life will change forever.
I got a little bonus segment too, though.
Yeesh.
I got a little bonus segment. You know, because I know we was going to talk about FEDNOW, and I know how we are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how much you was going to cover on it, so I had to prepare a little bit of extra. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So I'm gonna just jump right into it. Just something slight, something slight. But kind of major though, all at the same time. Kind of major though. So Coinbase has added to the roadmap on August 25th. They've added Hedera, which when they say they've added it to their roadmap, this means that Coinbase is going to eventually be listed on their exchange. So one thing that I found that was very interesting about this, I want to give you guys a little bit of information about Hedera. So they have a capability of 10,000 transactions per second. There's a fixed fee of less than a penny, 3 zeros before that. So very, very, very affordable, literally almost no cost. The transactions occur with finality, which means settlement, just like we talked about earlier, in 3 to 5 seconds. So literally the same speed as Ripple, XRP. They have almost 5 million transactors. Those are just, you know, some of the stats. There's less carbon emissions per transaction than Visa. So that is a very huge thing. If you guys have been paying attention to the narratives of climate, you'll know that carbon emissions are a very, very big initiative right now. So another thing that I want to show you guys is this right here. So Deutsche Telekom, which is T-Mobile, has joined the Innovation Laboratories, the Hedera Hashgraph Governing Council. This is an article from 2019, but we fast forward to today, and
not another one that's hot off the press.
August 25th,
Woo!
SpaceX, in partnership with T-Mobile, which if you guys aren't familiar with SpaceX, that is Elon Musk's rocket ship company. So they're moving forward. T-Mobile and SpaceX announced today a plan to offer smartphone connectivity nearly anywhere in the US with a new satellite to cellular service. So the new technology will leverage SpaceX second generation Starlink satellites in low Earth orbit and T-Mobile's nationwide mid-band 5G spectrum to provide near complete coverage in most areas across the US, in addition to territorial waters. If successful, the technology would eliminate mobile dead zones. So when you ain't got no service, you don't got to worry about that no more if you got T-Mobile. To keep customers connected beyond the reach of cell towers, which would be especially helpful in emergency situations. Pay attention to that, emergency situations. So I found a Twitter thread right here. Give me one sec. 1 year ago, Hurricane Ida devastated Southeast Louisiana. All 8 energy transmission lines were down, and so were communications. I was without power for a week, but I was one of the lucky ones. What Elon Musk, SpaceX, and T-Mobile are doing will help in these situations. This lady, she says, I definitely feel this post. We just had the 2-year anniversary of Laura. We lived off generators for a month here in Lake Charles with very limited communication. I'm excited about what Elon Musk, SpaceX, and T-Mobile are doing. So glad I use T-Mobile, thinking I need a Tesla solar roof now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So I want to show you guys one other thing that outside of what Tesla is doing, what SpaceX is doing, we're proudly showing. So this is from XRP Labs. So if you guys are not familiar with XRP Labs, they are the people that are behind the Zum wallet, trust line or trade lines, trust lines to when a coin gets dropped. They have trust lines. You can get an airdrop coin to your Zum wallet. You can store your Ripple in your Zum wallet.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
Man, look, let's save this. Let's save this, bro. Let's save it. Let's save it because I want to give people time, because we've given so much information, and I want to give these people time to be able to ask their questions. I don't mean to cut it off, but let's save, because we can keep going and keep going. Because, like, you know what I mean? So let's save this one until next time. That way they can come back and we can dive into the Zum wallet, because that's a whole rabbit hole. I don't know where you went. I think you went to, you there, Trav? I don't know if Trav is still there. I don't know where Trav went. Can y'all still hear? Can y'all still hear us? I think Trav got to get, hold on, he coming back. Trav got to get T-Mobile. Uh-oh. See, Trav probably got Verizon. He got to get with Hedera and T-Mobile. Hey, appreciate it, Chad. Thanks for being here. I figured people got to get going. So look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna close this call out, okay? And what we're gonna do is raise your hand. All right, it was a lot of value here. but raise your hand if you got one thing you like, learn to love. That's what I want to save time for, because this call can't go too much longer. All right. So raise your hand if you got one thing you like, learn to love. Hopefully we got a couple people that can raise their hand up. Let me bring back up my brother Trav as well. 1 second. Boom. Trav, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I don't know what happened.
Hey, look, I said I made a joke. I said Trav got Verizon. You got to get Hedera and T-Mobile now. We got to get some T-Mobile. So you. No, I think it's my laptop. Hey, bro, I was saying we appreciate you. Honestly, bro, I didn't want to cut you off, bro, but I just want to give people the time to come up and just share, because I know, bro, because we'll get into the Zum wallet and that'll lead us down a whole nother rabbit hole. Thursday, let's dive into it. Just so that, in all love and all respect, I just want to make sure that we have time to catch the audience as well.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Man, let's light it up for Trav. Light it up for me too, and light it up for yourself. Drop those coffees in the chat box. I see a couple people. I don't know who iPhone is. Could you drop your name, iPhone? That way I know how to call on you. But and also iPhone, if you can raise your hand inside of the chat, inside of the participant section, that way I can know, because I think we have 2 iPhones on right now. So just raise your hand up. But Devin, I'm about to ask you to unmute. The floor is yours. Make sure you guys stick around too, man. This is where really the community gets to kind of vibe out, come together and learn together.
Peace, peace. How you feeling? How you living?
Yo. Living color.
Yo, I just wanted to get on briefly because I don't know if anybody got a chance to check out that documentary that I dropped in the Discord, but that totally got me crazy bullish on HBAR. And I look forward to future calls where we're able to really dive into HBAR and the difference between blockchains and hash graph, because when I was able to dive into that, I'm still in the HBAR rabbit hole. Like that blew my mind. So I'm really, really grateful to have another piece of information with that T-Mobile article to just go deeper into what they're doing. Because I don't know, I feel like, we all have certain coins that really just jump out at us and we see the future in that coin. And of course, XRP, that goes without saying, but HBAR has me so excited. So I just wanted to say, I appreciate y'all, keeping that one going and constantly speaking on that one, because that's one that I'm really excited to learn more about and really invest more heavily into. But of course, I love the call, I love the energy, I love the information. I appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity to learn through y'all. So yeah, man, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all, and everybody else have a great ass week. Peace.
Fire. Drop them coffees in the chat box. Yo, HBAR is definitely one of me and Travis's favorites. And I fell in love. I ain't gonna lie, Dev. I don't know if Travis did, but I personally fell in love with HBAR. I know Travis did as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I was in the HBAR rabbit hole for a long time. And the hash graph is so much better than the blockchain. And as you continue to dive, you will see that I believe that hash graph will be that technology that will rise in the future, next 100 years, type stuff. So yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to lower Kalima's hand, but let me call on Kalima. My bad, Kalima. There you go. Kalima, the floor is on yours.
Bro, you should go get some of that XDC back, bro.
All right, Kalima, it's on you. Did you get the opportunity to unmute? Let me know if you can't unmute Kalima in the chat box. Just let me know. You should be able to. Okay, not sure, but I'm gonna call on Billy. Billy, it's on you. Yo.
Yep, I'm here. So I had to tell my wife who I was talking to in the bathroom. So I'm looking for not that I'm not there. Anyway, my thing is this morning I woke up with an HBAR email. I thought that was odd. I mean, do they know that I'm have H-bar? But I learned some things about H-bar the day prior to your call. I thought that was kind of crazy.
What did they say?
And you know, if we have
what did they say in the email, Billy?
It was, and I tried to. I took a couple of screenshots and I tried to go back while Travis was talking so I could wrap my head
You
around
got to be
what they were
careful with
saying.
that type of stuff and make sure
Yeah,
where those emails are coming from.
Send me that email, Billy. Send me a screenshot of that email. I want to make sure you don't get a
Okay, I will.
scam.
And look,
scam. They shouldn't be emailing you.
Got you. Okay, so look, but if we have 40,000 H-bar or 150,000 H-bar, I mean, where is, maybe y'all can do a segment sometime and help us understand, you know, is that enough? I mean, if I had 100,000 Bitcoin, that would be enough. I would say it's enough, but I'm just saying, where do we draw the line? Is there a line? We just keep doing it.
What Luther Vandross say? Never too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Nah, Billy,
I like it.
You draw the line. You draw the line where you feel like drawing the line, Billy. I can't tell you where to draw the line because I don't have a line to draw. You know, I'm investing for the rest of my life into these assets, so I don't really, you know, I don't really know where the line gets drawn. I've asked Anointed that same question back in the day. I was like, man, where is enough? Like, when do you have enough XRP? Because he got like 100,000 of them. So I'm like, when is there enough XRP? And he's like, there is no, I mean, I don't know. There is enough. So I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you can ask any crypto person what is enough because, like, I don't know, Billy. I would just tell you, keep going. You know, just keep going. And I think it comes to a point where you got to have a goal, right? You have to have goals. So like my first goal was 10,000 H-bar. Okay, we smashed 10,000 H-bar. Now I'm on to my second goal, right? Which is 50,000 H-bar. Once I hit that, then I'm gonna, because here's the thing, right? Success is a moving target. So if 100,000 H-bar is successful for you, you're not gonna stop there because as a human, success moves. It's a moving target.
Sure.
So as soon as you hit that level of 10,000 a month, you're going to want to start making 20,000 a month. So you can start doing things that people at 20,000 a month do. And then once you make 20,000 a month, you're going to want to start going to 50,000 a month. So I learned that from David E. Monetier that, you know, success is a moving target. So it's really hard to say. However, that's why it's important for you to have a goal. And if you hit your first goal and you never invest in the H-bar again, don't beat yourself up. Just understand that you smashed your goal, and we're all here to smash our goals in life. That's my answer to you.
Can they burn our coins? Can they burn our coins?
Like the ones we own?
Right, like the ones we own. Can they burn?
Oh.
Can they lock us out somewhere? I mean, yes.
No, you just have to put it in a wallet. As long as you have it in a wallet, you can't get locked out. I mean, locking out is at the exchange level. HBAR itself has a white paper, and in their white paper, they talk about already how many coins they have set aside to actually burn. So, you know, when it comes to those things, so, you know, reading the white paper for HBAR, which is found on Coin Market Cap, you can find that there. That'll really answer that question for you on the burn mechanism.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Man, this is great. I know I had an iPhone. I'm not sure which iPhone had something to say. Could you maybe raise your hand so I can call on you? iPhone. If not, then what we're going to do is we are going to get ready to end this call because this has been an absolutely incredible call. You know, I want to thank each and every single one of y'all. If y'all got value today, let me know something in the chat box. Just light it up. If today was valuable for you, you know, if it was your first time and you feel like this is something that you would want to do in the future, you know, you want to continue to dive bullish, if you feel like you want to hire us, myself and Travis, as your decentralized financial advisor, and you're brand new, what I want you to do is drop a me in the chat box. If you would be interested in allowing us, because the thing is, you don't have to do this alone, right? So many people take this and try to do it by themselves just because they might want to save a little money or they're scared to invest. Listen, I didn't get this far in my career without investing into my education. So if you're brand new and you feel like you need an advisor, someone that can hold your hand and help you create a plan so that you can consistently have that one-on-one coaching, drop a me in the chat box, and I'm going to drop a link for you. If you don't drop me, I'm not going to drop the link. You know, I just wanted to do something special for you guys. So if you are interested, if you're not a part of the Vincent Owens Group, I'm going to do a special promotion today only. You have to drop me in order for me to even drop this link. So if you're interested in joining the Vincent Owens Group, you want to get in on a discount, you don't want to pay the full amount, drop a me in the chat box. I don't offer many discounts on our services because we know what the value is. However, we love to get people going by encouraging you guys with incentives to get started with our group because we know where we can help you go. So with that being said, I didn't get any me's. So for Christian, I know you have a appointment set up. So bro, I'm assuming that you're the only person that need help. So I'm gonna get you over that link personally. And for everybody else that is tuned in, thank y'all so much for being here. And maybe one day you too will join the Vincent Owens Group. But until then, see y'all on the next call on Thursday and all the other calls. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace, people.